Okay, so this is new stuff, so I apologize if it sucks the air out of the room, which it did do at King's 2 weeks ago, which is probably our grandma's, which is why they're closing. That would be my guess. But I hate fairy tales. I hate almost everything about fairy tales. I hate enchanted forests. I hate happily ever after. I hate princesses. And I hate Prince freaking Charming. Give me a break. Okay? I never understood why parents would want their daughters to emulate these heroines. They're not heroines, they're vacuous, vapid victims. I mean, look at Snow White and Cinderella. Because they were white, they were indentured servants. Had they been black, they would have been slaves. Right? But where were their fathers in all of this? Their mothers died, they got new stepmothers, and dad wasn't around? You know, right? One kid, you know, disappears off into the forest and is dead, apparently. You know, and then the other kid is allowed to become a scullery maid because the mother doesn't like her and her two children. I'm sorry, nobody gives that good of a blowjob to like make their child just disappear. Okay? Yeah. I mean, my parents, I could have been raised by wolves and I would have been better off, but they weren't that bad. So, yeah, so I hate fairy tales. The other thing I never understood is Snow White spent years cleaning and cooking after these 7 weird little guys who disappeared into mines, spoke to no one else, and it never occurred to her to walk away one day while they were at work. Okay? I would not have needed some gnarled old crone with this beautiful shiny apple, okay, to make me pretend I was dead, to get me out of there. A bottle of Jack and a handful of whatever pills you had handy would have worked for me. Okay? And then we've got Red Riding Hood. Imagine parents today sending Red Riding Hood with a basket of freshly baked goodies through the forest to visit grandma, okay? With no RFID chip embedded, no GPS-enabled cell phone, no 4 bodyguards, and how stupid is this kid? She can't tell the difference between a wolf and a human being. Okay, personally, she got what she deserved. I do remember, because I am old, and about 69, 70, the second wave of feminism, there was a big brouhaha about fairy tales and how Cinderella and Snow White were bad influences for young girls because they cooked and cleaned all day. And even at 8 years old, I was like, you're missing the point. They're servants. They're not doing this by choice. So that was my problem. Then, and for me, and yes, I'm a little weird. We will grant that. Look what I'm doing. My favorite characters were always the evil queens. And why were they evil? Because they were over 30. They had power. They knew how to yield it, and they wanted to hold on to it. Now, I don't have any children, which, as we can tell, that's a good thing. But I do have 2 grandnieces. The lessons I want to instill in them are that they should be more like, you know, the witch in Sleeping Beauty than Sleeping Beauty. You know, again, her parents fell down on the job. They were told at her naming ceremony that on her 16th birthday she would prick her finger on a spindle and sleep for 100 years. So the parents, instead of telling her, don't go touching shiny, sharp objects, outlawed all spindles in the kingdom. So on her 16th birthday, when she wandered into the attic and saw a shiny spindle, she touched it. She got what she deserved. Her parents got what they deserved. They all got what they deserved. So anyway, that's why I still think that the Evil Queens are definitely the way to go. And that's all I got. Thank you.
Woo!
Give it up for Deb doing her thing.